Hello, welcome to the stream. Big ups to everyone in the chat. I'll look through comments in just a second. Do a quick brush of the hair. Let's close that. So that looks better. Is my camera a bit too far out? I think it's meant to be a bit more like that. All right, big ups to everyone tuning in. Oh my This is weird. Jokes. Oh, blinking eye. Blinking eye. All right. No more of that. No more of that. Okay. Oh, wrong graphic. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream anyway. Big ups to everyone tuning in. Today we are talking about Man City vs Feyenoord. Now then, Blues, I just want to pull up something real quick, just so that you guys know, just so that, you have more than a good enough idea of the situation we're in. Last time we got a win will be a month tomorrow. Okay? 26th of October, 1-0 win against Southampton. 26th of November, we play Feyenoord at the Etihad. And the situation since then has been not good. Big ups. Man City, please get a win tomorrow. My sound wasn't working either. Then I remembered volume was down. Anyways, here is the graphic. There is my predicted 11. Now then, I want to make something pretty clear. This isn't what I think we will see. This is what I want to see. Hey, Yusuf, big ups. It's difficult saying big ups to you at the moment, considering the top number. Thank you for tuning in. I think 7 losses. Hopefully not. Can there be a new rule? Any sound lives from now on 5-minute timeout, because that would stop that confusion. Yeah, sure. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Big ups. Anyways, so starting with, by the way, this is mostly what I want to happen, but I'll get into that. Ederson in goal. Look, I think he has been good this season. I know it's been kind of dire for goals recently, but I don't think it really comes down to him. I don't really think it comes down to Ederson. Ortega in goal. Possibly. Yeah. On Ederson, though, I think the goals that have gone in against him have been really bad situations. On whole, I actually think he's been making decent saves. Like when he saved that shot into the top corner against Tottenham the other day, he made another save at some point, which was pretty good. He's made good games in the past. He'll get this game, otherwise he won't play until late Jan FA Cup. Yeah, good point. Good point. Very well could be that, to be fair. Yeah, all right, I'll keep that noted. Very well could be Ortega. Moving on, Rico Lewis at right back. Look, I did like the experiment of putting him in the midfield, and it might be what if you genuinely can't hear you? There's no way I genuinely know you can't hear me, though. And there's no way I can genuinely know for certain that you're not just pranking me. Because yesterday, I am convinced there was a genuine little bit of pranking going on. How are you, by the way? I don't know if you're asking that to Yusuf, but if you're asking that to me, I'm pretty good. What happened yesterday? There were a lot of comments about not being able to hear, and it was a very confusing situation which lasted about 20 minutes in stream. But it got resolved, and I said it was all cool. But if it is a prank, just don't do it again, because it is a bit annoying. Yesterday, Connect, I couldn't hear you. You can see my AirPod comment above. All right. Yeah, but Rico, look, I did like the experiment into the midfield. Yeah, again, I think it could very well be that. I'm not going to get into it too much because, like I said, it's all. I'm fine with yesterday, okay, but I just prefer it to not happen again if it was a prank. I have no doubt that there was a bit of truth in it because everyone was saying it at one point. The only one that could hear the stream was me when I searched it up. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Rico, I think he needs to go in at right back. I don't want to see Walker again there. He gets outpaced by any player that is known for being quick now. Matoma absolutely ruined him. Blinkeneck, what were their names? I'm trying to think of names. Walker's bad. He's just past it. He used to be good. For me, any offer that comes from Saudi, Walker, I'd take that if I was him. Back in 10, watching I'm a Celeb big trial coming up. All right, big ups for tuning in so far. Centre-back pairing of Akanji and Ake. Let me be clear, if Diaz becomes available, I want him back in here, but until then, I think it's got to be these two. I don't really know if John Stones is injured or not, but even then, I don't think he's very good against Tottenham. Everyone was bad against Tottenham, it's safe to say. Silva is bad. Yeah, he is a thing of the past for me. I think it's time to say goodbye to Silva. I'll always love him for what he did, but yeah, this has not been good for him so far this season. What is I'm a Celeb? You don't know it. It's a UK. It's not UK really. It's run by people from the UK. I'm pretty sure. It's a pretty popular show. Celebrities go into like a forest and trials happen, and last celebrity there wins, basically. That's like the most basic synopsis I can give you. And the community votes who leaves, essentially. Look, these two, if these are the centre-back pairing, they've got to step it up. I'm pretty sure FEYENOORD have got a pretty good striker, to be fair to them. I think his name's like Santiago Jimenez. He's a pretty good striker to my knowledge and is relatively prolific. Now then, we suffered at the hands of a pretty good striker. The other week, Gyökeres ruined us. Even if he did score 2 pens, but it doesn't matter. He scored them. It was a night to forget. Vardiol at left back. I think this guy's probably been the most solid defender this season, even if he has had some bad moments, like he did have a bad moment against Tottenham. Just passed the ball straight to a Tottenham player, and then they went and scored. So, look, every player this season has had their bad times. I think it's safe to say we just got to pick the players that have been having the best good moments. De Bruyne in the DM. De Bruyne would be a player who pushes forward a bit. He'd go forward. Rico Lewis would go into the midfield, into the pivot, I guess, with Nico. He'd kind of do that role of transitioning there. But De Bruyne would push up a bit forward. I want to see De Bruyne back in. He had the press conference with Pep today, and he needs to come back into the team because he's got to start versus Liverpool if we want any hope of getting anything out of that. Sell De Bruyne. If he's going to leave, he'll leave at the end of the season on a free. But yeah, De Bruyne, we need him if there's any chance of beating Liverpool, look, in 10 minutes against Tottenham, he made like 3 chances. In 90 minutes against Liverpool, maybe he can bring some similar joy. But yeah, De Bruyne is he's look. I'm not going to say he's the best midfielder in the world anymore. But what I am going to say is that he is up there. He is I'm going to a match. Oh, big ups. Good luck. I hope you have a good time. 25th or 26th. All right. Is that for the cup? Let me know. Yeah, I hope you have a good one. But yeah, I really want De Bruyne to have a good one. If he can get good minutes into his legs, a good 90 or 70-ish minutes in his legs, that can really do him good for the game ahead against Liverpool. Nico Riley. I've said this a lot recently, but I want him to start because Pep said after his brilliant preseason, if Rodri gets injured, Nico Riley can cover him. Rodri got injured, and Nico Riley has not covered him once. If you're willing to give trust to Simpson Poussey, a defender who wasn't like the shining light of preseason. To my knowledge, he did good when he played. The shining lights of preseason for me were Nico Riley and Oscar Bob. Nico Riley has played cup games, and that is it. Simpson Poussey played 2 games, had 2 starts, one in the Champions League, one in the Premier League, and he came off the bench against Tottenham in the cup, and he played well there. I don't know why Nico Riley's not getting the trust that Simpson Poussey got, but just give it a go because the slow legs of Gundogan and Bernardo are becoming painful to watch in that pivot. They can't do it. Premier League game. Oh, nice. Who's it against? Right wing, McAtee. Again, what was the point in letting McAtee stay at the club? He's 22 years old. He's not exactly a youngster anymore. He is young, but he's not a youngster anymore. He's 22. These are the years where he can really establish himself as a player, and then this is like the kind of move this is like the kind of stage of his career where you'd be at a smaller club, you'd get tons of game time, you do really well, and then a big club swoops you up and you start playing for them. He's already at the big club. We could have sold him. We decided against it. Apparently, we've denied bids of 30 million for James McAtee in the past. I'm not seeing why if he is not getting game time. It's the Simpson Poussey conundrum. I know he's come off the bench, and I know he got a goal in Champions League off the bench. Give him the trust. I think he's been decent when he's playing. I really liked him against United in the Community Shield. That's a relatively big game against the United side that we're trying. I don't know why we're not trusting McAtee to deliver. Give him a chance. Otherwise, you're never going to know. And I know you were in a situation in the Champions League where you could argue not really able to take chances, but it's either that or risk the batterings we've gotten recently. 15 goals conceded in like 5 games, if the stat is correct, if I'm remembering that right. If it's not 15, it's either 1 up or 1 down. It's ridiculous how we've been recently, and if there's one way to save it, it's switching it up. Phil Foden at the cam. Look, Tottenham wasn't pretty for anyone, including him. I just want to see this guy play and hopefully get back to his best level. I don't know if that means you keep playing him till it works or you do some other method. Look, he could very well be on the right tomorrow night, with De Bruyne at the cam, and then you shove Gundo in the pivot, maybe with Nico Riley. But I don't think Nico Riley's going to play, to be honest. But yeah, I do want to see Phil Foden back. I do want to see Phil Foden playing at his best again. He's gotten a couple goals here and there, but he needs to do it when it counts now. Jack Grealish off the left, back from injury. Apparently he's fully fit. He gave away the ball, which led to a goal against Tottenham off the bench. So look, Jack Grealish, if you do start tomorrow, I need you to show that you are all right. Getting minutes into Grealish's legs are important. He hasn't played in a good chunk of time, not properly anyway. I personally would want to see Nunes, but for some reason I don't think Pep's going to play him. I think he's going to give it to Grealish instead for some reason. Even though Nunes was one of our best players at the back end of that term before the international break. But oh well, I guess I'm wrong. I think Grealish should start. I don't think Grealish should start this game, but I think he's going to. And getting minutes into his legs is an important thing to do. Haaland up top. Look, with the way he's been playing, I may have a second thoughts as of late. He's missed a lot of chances that he needs to take. But we literally have no one else. We can't punish him if there's no one to compete with him. He has no competitor. Alvarez is gone and we didn't replace him. We bought an Ilkay Gundogan. Whether that's because Alvarez left or not, I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care either because we didn't replace Alvarez. We didn't. And it means Haaland's got no competition. He doesn't have to look behind his shoulder and worry about a player that could overtake him if he starts doing good. There's no fear of that from Erling because there isn't. He doesn't need to worry about it. We have no one else that can do the job unless you pull out an academy player. Look, for me, we need to solve that issue in January, just like the midfield, but we'll see, won't we? That's my predicted 11. I'm not even going to give a predicted scoreline because I fear that I'll jinx it. I predicted 4-2 from a 2-0, from being 2-0 down against Tottenham, and we lost the game 4-0. So, look, I don't even want to predict. I just hope it's a change. I want to see something different. If I see Gundo and Bernardo starting the midfield again, I don't know what to say to Pep. I'll just be like, what are you doing? What are you trying here? Where is this going? Am I the only one who doesn't have mod? That's mainly because I'm cutting down on mods. If it was like back a year ago when I was giving mods out willy-nilly, you probably would by now because you've been in the chat a lot, Tausif. But I'm going to cut down on mods soon. And, I'll only have a select few mods. But that's the reason no one's been getting mods at the moment. It's because I don't want it anymore. And I'm going to start cutting down soon. But, yeah, don't worry. It's nothing on you. But anyway, big ups for tuning in. It was a good stream. Look, tomorrow, the players need to play more for themselves than getting that win. They need to play for the most important thing in football, and it's the fans. The fans have paid hundreds of thousands of pounds to go to these games. Well, not hundreds and thousands, hundreds and thousands. Some fans have probably paid north of that price to go to these games. Especially the away ones where they have to get plane tickets, some of them. And even the home ones where tourists come over to watch a team play. Or imagine a Man City fan in the USA came over to watch us play against Tottenham. First City game ever, it could very well be. And we play like that. It's not how we should do it at the Etihad. In away games, it's going to be tough always, and we saw that. But the home game, Etihad is meant to be our fortress. And it was like a sandcastle against Tottenham. When will I get mod? Probably not for a while. You might not get mod. A lot of people are going to lose mod soon. Not because they've dropped off in viewership or anything like that. It's just how it's going to be. A lot of people are going to lose mod, and then I'm going to slowly instigate giving people mod that I feel I trust having mod. But yeah, you might get mod, but it's not going to be for a good chunk of time because I'm going to cut down soon. Anyway, big ups to everyone that tuned in. Not a super long one. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Please, City, fix what's happening. We need to win before Liverpool. And we need to win this game for the Champions League phase too. Big ups to you all. See you in the next one.